Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another very dramatic look, which is blue, and I love the blue color. I don't usually go for it, but when I do, I really do enjoy the look, so this time is no exception. The look I did today is more for those of you who have droopy eyelids, droopy eyes, you know, eyelids that go downwards, and you would love to wear a winged eyeliner or eyeshadow, but you just don't think it looks good with your eyes open when you look straight ahead. But there is a way, and I'm going to show you my tutorial on how it's done. Now let's get started. The primer I'm using for the eyes is the Soft Ochre from MAC, which is a paint pot, and I'm always pressing this into my skin with my finger. I feel like that gives a better finish. Now to start off the eye look, I'm going to use first a eyeshadow from this palette from Maybelline, which is called Dainty Peach. And this is going to be my transition eyeshadow, which means I'm putting this into my crease area first, and then I'm elongating the look, so I'm dragging it upwards and out. This brush I'm using here is a blending brush from ZOEVA, which I love very much because it covers a larger area and it smooths out, it blends out everything like a dream. This one again is from ZOEVA, it's a 228, and I took that lighter eyeshadow which is matte, and I'm just diffusing the edges really well. I like that photoshopped look. So now I'm going to work with gel eyeliner, which I know it's not easy for everyone, but I mean, if you do it slowly and if you practice at this, I think you're gonna love it. So I always like to start by doing my flick, because that's, you know, it's going to show me the way in a way, you know, it's going to show me how far outside I'm going to go, how thick, you know, the angle of it, because sometimes I like to do it more straight, sometimes I like it to be more like a cat eye-ish eyeliner. So this time I'm going to do it especially for hooded eyes, which I have a bit, especially my right one. There's always one eye that looks different, isn't it? So it's really easy. You just need to look straight ahead into your mirror and see exactly how far outside you need to go, and then just trace over that crease line that your eye is doing with your eyes open, like it wasn't there. You're going to see that when you close your eyes, you actually created on your crease line that V shape, that angle there, that's going to be thicker or thinner depending on how much, of course, you went outside your eye socket and how thick your eyeliner is. So what I'm doing now is actually blending the edges. I want them very blended, as photoshopped as I've said, and I took the blue I've showed you from the palette, from the Matte Darks palette from VERO, which I love so much. I love the formula. Then I'm finished with that, and I put my mascara, and now I took my highlighter, which is from Laura Geller, the Gilded Honey one, and I'm putting this onto my lid space where I haven't put anything else. By the way, this is a concealer brush, and I love to use it for products like this to press pigment eyeshadow onto my skin. And now for false lashes, I'm using my favorite brand, ARISON LASHES, and I'm putting them on. They are so lightweight that you don't feel them on your eyes, and they look also great, amazing. So I am putting them on really quickly because it's easy, and then I'm going to trace over the band with a bit of a eyeliner, which is from L'Oreal in black, and then I'm moving on to my base. I'm putting on my moisturizer, which is from La Roche-Posay. As always, today is the Effaclar Matte, which is matte as the name says. My husband uses it and he's really happy with it, and I also need it in summertime on my T-zone. That being done, I'm moving on to my foundation, and I'm loving this. This is the perfect match from L'Oreal in the shade 3D 3W, and I'm pressing this into my skin with a beauty sponge, and this is dampened because I love most the finish of a foundation applied with a dampened beauty sponge, beauty blender, whatever. And now it's concealer time. I'm using Bare Skin from Bare Minerals in the shade Light because I want to also brighten up the area where I'm applying it, so that means the center of my face and also underneath my contour, just a little bit. It's a thing I'm doing lately and I'm quite loving it. This concealer is so nice, so lightweight. I could use it on my entire face, and I think I'm going to try that out once and see how that goes. But I'm sure it's going to look really good. It's not really cheap, this one, but it's really good. So if you wanna, you know, like splurge on a product, this would be a great option. Now I'm going to press powder onto my skin. I'm going to press it really good. This one is from Maybelline, which I love very much. I've talked about this in my previous tutorials. I'm using it off camera quite a lot because I like how it blurs out my pores. Not that I have really big ones, but the ones I have disappear, and it doesn't make me look cakey in any way, or, you know, old looking in general, like some powders out there do, because it's so finely milled. So yeah, I'm loving this. But I'm not baking, as I've said. I'm just putting as much as I think I need, and I'm applying it with the Beauty blender, which is dampened. So now moving on to the eyes again, I'm going to do my lower part of the eye, and I've used from Stila a smudge stick waterproof eyeliner, which is in Sienna. I love this color so much, especially paired with the blue one. I kind of live for this, you know, for the blue and warm brown. So I smudged it really good with that eyeshadow from Viseart I've showed you, and then I put the blue eyeliner on my waterline, really getting into my lower lashes as well, making it really blue and statement looking. And then I'm going to tie the line with a gel eyeliner from MAC, which is in black. It's the Black Track, and I have it in almost every single color they make because it's that good. This is really transfer proof, waterproof, whatever you want to call it. This is like your best friend, which you know is always going to be there for you no matter what. Because I wasn't finished with my base, I'm going to do it now. I am applying a bronzer, which comes from that duo from Sleek, and I'm applying it as I normally do. This is always what I'm saying, along my cheekbones and underneath my jawline, and also along my hairline. But I'm not putting there too much because I don't want to make my face too narrow looking. I don't have a very rounded face. I just want a bit of balance so that it doesn't look funny, you know, with just bronzer along my cheekbones and nowhere else. Then for highlighter, I chose the one from the palette from Sleek, and I'm applying this on top of my cheekbones, where actually my highest points of my face are. So cheekbones, as I've said, a bit on the forehead, on the sides, Cupid's bow, and along my nose, but not in an Instagrammy way. To contour my cheekbones, or underneath them I should say, I'm using a greyish brown, which is in taupe. It's a powder from NYX, and I'm still using it after so many years. I'm still happy with it, but I am not contouring my nose only with this one because it's too greyish, and so for that I'm mixing it with the bronzer, and it gives a more natural appearance, a more natural color. Then the blusher is from KIKO, which is called Tribal Soul Baked Blush in Wild Mauve, and the shade of it is really beautiful. I'm applying it with a blusher brush from Real Techniques. Then I'm going to snatch my brows, you know, like snatch them. I'm going to do little stroke hairs, and I'm going to do that bushy kind of brow that's so trendy right now, but I'm not going to go overboard with it because it doesn't look so great on me. I don't have so much brow space for that, but I still want to do it on the thinner side, and I love this brush for it because it gives that really thin kind of hairline. And finally for the lips, I'm going to put on first a lip liner, which is from Max Factor in the shade Mauve Moment. I've used this before quite a few times and I love it very much. I love the coverage of it, I like the color of it and how much it lasts. And then I'm basically going to put on a lipstick which is in a liquid formula from Catrice. It's the Velvet Matte Lip Cream in the shade New York Spice. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed my tutorial, that you've actually learned something, And if you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe here to my channel, and also follow me on social media, of course, Instagram, Facebook and VERO. So gonna catch you in my next tutorial. Bye!